listen, Yota isn't a fucking sex offender. He's not. I mean, did he do some dumb shit that he probably regrets? Yeah, but he's not a sex offender. He's not a chomo. He's not. He just isn't. Listen,
he's not.
In order to be a sex offender, you have to have sex with the person. He didn't have sex with anybody. He never touched anybody. He didn't have any victims. That's not what happened. It's not a sex crime. It's not a sex crime. A sex crime is when you're literally raping the woman. You know what I mean? That is a sex crime.
Do you think there was a victim in the case at all, though?
Well, there was, but he didn't touch the person.
I get it. I get your point. You can't call him a chomo. You can't.
No, he's not. He's not a chomo.
Can't say that.
And you can't say he's a sex offender because he didn't even put his
hands. He didn't put it on the list. He's not a sex offender.
He didn't put his hands on anybody.
So I want you to think about it this way: the defendant or the person doing the wrongdoing has some type of intimate image of another person, and to even trigger the statute, the wrongdoer has to disclose the intimate image. What does that mean? That means transfer it in some way, somewhere. It could be uploading to Reddit or to Facebook. The person depicted in the image, that means the person who the photo or the video is of, has to be basically readily identifiable by the image itself or something directly connected to the image. And then finally, still to get to the statute and to make something illegal, the sender, the wrongdoer, has to know certain things about the image, has to have a certain intent, and has to know certain things about what the victim would or would not have wanted. Basically, the person disclosing the image has to know or should know that the image was to remain private. This wasn't for public consumption. That one's usually pretty easy to meet. The sender also has to know that the person in the photo doesn't want it disclosed. It's a little bit repetitive, but it's the second thing. Doesn't want it disclosed, or you should know that they would not want it disclosed. Then the kicker is, number 3, the sender also has to know or reasonably should know that disclosing that image is going to cause harm, harm to the person depicted, the victim.
You know, there's a big difference, a huge difference between what he did and an actual sex offender. A sex offender is somebody who runs up on the girl and tears her clothes off and has sex with her. That's a sex offender. He had sex with her. You know what I mean? It's a sex offender.
Yeah,
but all he did, what he was convicted of, was allegedly taking his cell phone and during a live stream, putting the phone to the camera so people could see a naked picture of a girl, you know, another female without her consent.
It might be a crime and there was a victim, but he's not on
really?
To me, UK.
You just compared it to a woman being raped. Nobody's calling him a rapist.
No, but to say a sex offender,
it's a sexual offense. And when you try to say that it takes away from women that are victims, what I actually did was prevent other women from being victims.
No, Steph, listen.
And I'm sorry, but it is a sexual offense against somebody. I had no relationship with Yota Duck.
Steph,
we were never friends. We were never friends. We didn't even know each other. But somehow he thought it was okay for him to go live on the fucking internet and put out my sexual image.
Which is wrong.
Because somebody dropped it in his
I get
hands.
it.
And the courts decided that he was a sex offender.
Wait, hold on.
Not me.
And look, I don't agree what happened to you, okay? I don't agree. I mean, you had every right to be pissed, you know, about that. I'm with you on that. I promise you, 100%. But let me ask you, what was the actual conviction? What was he convicted of?
Dissemination of an intimate image.
Okay, so it wasn't rape, it wasn't pedophilia.
No, and nobody ever claimed that.
So he's not sexual.
No,
he's not a sex offender.
It is a sexual offense. Yes,
he's not a sex offender.
There was no sex.
He's not a pedophile.
Well, that's what when you say sex offender, that's what people
He's
think.
not a rapist. But did he take somebody's intimate image, sexualize it?
Yes.
And is he guilty of that? Yes.
Okay,
but said he didn't do
but there's people that'll feel some type of way if you call him a sex offender.
Yeah, I hope they do. He's a fucking creep. What he did was fucking disgusting. And what really bothers me is when you sit up here and say that I'm taking away from real victims, because in my opinion, honestly, I helped other victims. I prevented people from thinking that it's okay to go live and flash people's nudes up there, wave it in their live streams and say revenge, revenge.
Yeah, there's nothing cool with that. But
it's pathetic as fuck.
But let's keep it
like an idiot. And sorry, he got what he deserved.
If you were to tell somebody, hey, this guy's a sex offender, the person that hears that, their automatic assumption is that this guy had sex, you know, unwanted sex.
Oh my God.
Hold on, let me finish. Unwanted sex. unwanted
that
sex.
person's a fucking retard.
I would be a
No.
rapist.
I'll tell you. Like, at the end of the day, he got charged because he was guilty of what the fuck he did.
Okay, let me ask you: Is he on any sex offender registry list?
No.
Okay, there's a reason why. And Steph,
Has anybody said that he was?
no, but no,
Okay.
but then that's why he's not a sex offender.
We're just calling him not a sex offender.
I know what-
Okay,
Do you
what
understand
he
that, Steph?
did was absolutely a sexual offense. And I don't know, like, okay, so,
Agreed.
well, you don't have to agree, Tommy, and we don't need to go there. But when your private body parts get handed into the hands of somebody that, again, this is not something that I ever put out publicly. This is not something that I ever
And-
shared publicly.
You
This was
can-
something that was taken from me and used as a weapon.
Okay,
When that
and
happens
I'll-
to you, you try to convince me
No,
that it
okay.
wasn't a sexual offense.
He's saying they're on an adult porn website. Why don't you clear that up, Steph?
We
They
the People
actually held
Tyrant Wars got a
'Cause I don't
hold of the
believe that.
video. We the People Tyrant Wars got a hold of the video and they posted it, which is why he tries to use that as an out. I never put those images out of myself. I never put that video out of myself. I can go down the entire rabbit hole and
Steph,
it's
All you have to
ongoing.
say. It wasn't
But
a
long
porn
story
site.
short,
How
is
did the
that
image
shit
get
was
out
stolen
there?
from me.
how did
No.
the image get out there?
Because that video was stolen from me because somebody logged into one of my private accounts, came across it, took it, and spread it
Spread it where?
everywhere.
Okay,
Like, there were sock accounts, there were all types of things, but the only idiot that was dumb enough to go live and share it on camera with his stupid ass fucking face of my news shouting revenge, revenge, because he was trying to get in Ruru's pants was fucking Yota Doug.
Okay, so you're telling me you think that this man should be shunned from society?
Yes.
Hold on,
Yep.
for the remainder of his life
Yep.
over an
forever.
image.
But I'm gonna say to you one thing. Firstly, why the hell would you share things with people? I don't share.
I didn't share it with anybody. They logged into my account with my email and password. They logged in as me. It would have never have been anywhere if they hadn't done that. And then as soon as they found that video, they spread it.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm gonna say to you secondly, don't share things like that.
No,
Not
again, nobody shared it. They logged in as me.
How did hold on,
you to a picture, do not share anything.
Hold on.
Vegas Valley. I'll talk to you about this offline because it's still ongoing.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. How
I
did
can go into the details and explain to you how that happened. But I have witness testimonies. Like I have.
Steph, listen,
Yeah.
I'm with you 100%. Listen, Steph, that was a scumbag move, and I'll call him out for
It's
that.
fucking wrong.
I'm
Ruben.
not. Listen, I'm not saying that.
I hear you.
I'm not saying that
And
he's right.
but here's
and
my thing. I'm not saying he's a pedo. I'm not saying that he's done anything against anybody.
And that's
but
all we
what
were
he
saying.
did.
But it's wrong what he did.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we, the People Tyrant War, get hold of that picture?
As
They
German
logged
dude.
in.
Who, German dude?
I never said you weren't violated. I never said you weren't a
Yeah.
victim.
I'm not saying
And
that you
all we were
did,
saying was he
Tommy.
wasn't a pedophile. That's all we were saying.
Well, nobody's saying that he was.
Okay, but
Why-
people do
what-
say that in this community, so we're just clearing
because
it up.
he showed my image. He's a pedo. That makes no sense.
So listen, let me just confirm something. He just yes or no. Yota Doug is not. Let me ask you this: Is Yota Doug on a sex offender registry?
I don't know. All I know is what the
Not.
court said was that he needed to go through screening,
Okay.
and all that
Hold on.
paperwork went out. I didn't follow up and
He would have
find
been
out
blasted
whether or
the minute
not
he
they
was put on
told
there.
him.
Hold on. There's a point I'm making. So people know if he is or not.
Mhm.
So if Yota Doug is on a sex offender registry, then that means he's a sex offender. If
He
he's-
had to be
hold on.
tested on whether or not
Okay.
he was.
Well,
That's what I know for a fact.
Listen, if he's a sex offender, then he's going to be on the registry. If he's not on the
That's
registry,
not true. That's
it
not
is true.
No, it's
you don't
not.
you don't go on a sex offender registry if you're not a sex offender.
No, but you don't go on a sex offender registry if you are
There's
one.
people that petition to get their names removed and things like
Yeah,
that happen.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Right.
But listen,
There's more
he
people that
hasn't
are
been
not
put
on it that
one,
should
yeah?
be than people that are on it that should be.
And if he was put on one, he would have been blasted the minute he was put on
So
one.
Steph, all I'm saying is if he's not on the sex offender registry, why should
That
we call
doesn't
him a
mean
sex
he's
offender?
that doesn't mean he's not a sex offender.
Sure. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Look, okay,
Because
look,
what
look.
he did to me.
So well, hold on, Steph. Listen, I get it. What he did was fucking heinous. But here's the point I'm making. Look, if somebody
You have like a jailbird set of mine, and you think that
I
because
do.
that's and because it's said
Steph.
about him, you think he's gonna have
No,
a target on his
Steph,
back. Like,
no,
look,
man,
facts
man,
are
let me-
facts. Like I said, nobody's
Very
calling
bad.
him a pedophile.
if he's not a pedophile,
Nobody's
then
calling
he's
him a
not-
rapist.
Okay, then he's
They're
not.
calling
then-
him a sex offender because
No,
what
no.
he did was
Go ahead.
fucking wrong. It was sexual,
We know it was
and he
wrong.
was found guilty for it.
It was sexual means two people having sex.
No, that's not what that means. Oh my.
All right,
Yeah.
whatever. We disagree.
You know, I don't know.
It
You
was
guys
sexual
are-
in
whatever.
nature, Tommy.
Masturbation
no,
is sexual
we're
too.
not-
Okay,
no,
you
we're
weren't
not-
Yes, it
masturbating
is.
in the picture
Wait,
though.
you don't think? Wait,
What
you
is-
don't think
no,
masturbation
yo,
is sexual? Really?
I just said it was sexual, but you weren't
Okay.
masturbating in the picture.
Yo.
It was just a picture of you.
No.
Stephanie, what's the definition of sex?
All right.
I don't know. Fucking Google it, dude. Like, what do you want?
Listen,
Sex. It's
I'm not here to give you definitions, but
The
what
law
he
doesn't
did,
say
it
it's
was
sex
sexual
offense,
in
does it?
nature, and the court found him guilty.
It's
Nobody's
time.
calling him a pedophile.
Okay, when you say
Nobody's
sex
calling him a
offender, people
rapist.
think pedophile. They think that when you say sex
Okay,
offender.
well, maybe that's what you think, but
No, that's
not
what many
everybody.
people think, bro. Stop.
Okay, not
Are you kidding
Was
everybody.
me?
that-
You're gonna say sex
Look.
offender. You're not gonna think pedophile in your mind.
No. What?
Wow.
No. There's
Come
so
on.
many different
Think
ways. Like what?
Think
If somebody,
You guys are fucking retarded.
if somebody, no, listen. If somebody tells me that somebody's a sex offender, my immediate thought, like majority of the people, is that this person raped somebody or committed an actual sex
okay, well,
offense.
that's your own issue. That's not the way like most people.
No. That is.
Well, you see why we're saying it the way we're saying it then, because that's the
Yeah,
way
you're
we're
not gonna
saying
put words in my fucking mouth. If I had put it out and shared it
Yes.
anywhere, that would have been one thing.
I get it. You feel violated.
He keeps
I
saying
was
you did that.
absolutely violated.
You do.
He's swearing that you shared it out to a Google thing for a bunch of
No.
people, and
Steph,
it was on
That's a
some
lie.
site. So
That's a bold
that's
face.
why I told you to
fucking
clear it
lie.
up.
I have
Okay.
a witness. I literally have a witness that
Okay.
like that she was there when they were trying to hack into all of my accounts, my Gmail accounts, my everything. They got into my Streamable.
Yeah.
And they came across that video. And not just that one either. They got other ones of my kids and shit. Like
but to be fair, he didn't do it. It was out there when he got his hands on it.
no, he was handed it and used it
Okay.
like a fucking
Yeah,
tool.
I get it.
It's
Hey,
just sexually offensive.
but
me.
I'm just saying that, it's.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If he's
Yeah.
a sex offender, then that's what he gets. It's what he deserves. I don't feel bad.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I just don't. I don't want people to think that
Again,
he's a
Nobody's
rapist.
calling him a pedophile. Nobody's calling him a rapist.
Okay, that's fair. Nobody should call him a rapist or a pedophile.
Nobody's doing that. But I'm
He-
sorry. What he did was wrong, and what he did was a sexual offense. It's just
And
what
the
it was.
fucking bitch what he fucking did. To be honest,
Steph,
bitch what he
I
done.
just wanted you to, like, because of what he was saying, I just wanted you to clear it up and make sure people knew it wasn't on some fucking website for the public. Like he
No,
said.
No,
It-
no, they
because I
stole
knew it-
that.
I knew
They
it
stole
wasn't.
that shit. They got okay, so it got stolen and then it got handed out like
We got
fucking
it.
hotcakes.
What's done is wrong.
I have a
And
question.
that's Yoda, and still to this day, that's Yoda's
So the hacker
excuse
put
for
on the
why.
record and Yoda's the only one charged in court?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's the only one.
charged.
He's the only one that went public with
He's
his
the only one
face
that put it on
waving it in
YouTube.
the camera,
Yeah, he put it on
saying
YouTube.
"revenge, revenge," like a
He put it on
fucking
YouTube,
idiot.
111.
And you know what? And what
That's
what
fucked
made
up,
me
man.
take a link up here, what really made me take a link was when you had the fucking nerve to say that I was working against women.
We never
Because,
said
no, yeah,
we didn't
Joey
say
did.
you were working against women. We
No, I
said
didn't. I didn't say that.
everything is being
You
great.
said what
That's what we said. Steph.
Hold on. You said by calling Yota Doug a sex offender, it goes against real victims.
But all he did, what he was convicted of, was allegedly taking his cell phone and during a live stream, putting the phone to the camera so people could see a naked picture of a girl, another female without her consent. Now, I'm not saying that's right what he did, but I'm saying it's to label a man a sex offender, and when you do that, what you're doing is you're taking away from all those women who were brutally raped.
Well, I
No,
didn't say that.
let me make this clear. The point I was making is that I want to distinguish between what happened to you versus another woman who actually gets raped and I even
Again,
hold on, I clearly
Nobody's
said
calling him a rapist.
Okay.
Nobody's calling him a pedophile. But I will tell you right now, not a single person in that entire fucking community has even thought about sharing a fucking nude from another woman since Yoda got charged.
What happened with Paige Bees?
I- I
All her
didn't say-
stuff.
That was
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
all before the Yoda Doug situation. She
Hey.
shared those like everywhere.
Yeah, but you guys
She did
flashed them on
herself.
people's channels. You flashed.
I never did.
on my
No,
channel.
sir, I did not.
So,
No,
Steph,
it's
do you think that
There was
Yoda's
a
the hacker?
thumbnail. There was a thumbnail that Brett had made where he censored it and put Rebel's face on her boobs. It was still
Yeah, they
censored. It
redacted the
wasn't.
picture on my show too. That's fucked up. You don't think
Yeah,
she felt
I
like a
agree.
victim?
So,
I
Steph,
agree. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you on that. I don't think that that's okay at all.
Okay, good.
And guess what? It
fucked up.
hasn't
It's
happened. Guess when it hasn't happened since.
Since you went to court, I got it.
Yep.
Different
well,
times.
what about these allegations that Bird made fake deep fakes of you? Is that true?
No, he didn't make any deep
I
fakes.
never
They'd
saw
be
that.
everywhere.
Well, no, he just
Have
said
you
that.
seen a deep fake of me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just reading the comments. He said.
Have you seen a deep fake of me?
I've
No.
never seen any deep
Okay.
fake of her. Bird talks some
Like-
shit
If
about
I
it. That's
did-
about it.
If I
If
did,
you had seen, if it had happened, you'd see it.
Why
Again,
do I do it?
I'm not worried about a deep fake. I'm worried about something that was literally stolen from me
no, I get it.
and then
Yes,
spread around the internet like I was some fucking whore sharing my image. Like that's the problem. I didn't share that. I didn't give that to anybody. I wasn't out here posting it in Discords or sharing it with anybody online and they
never
decided to
gave it
fuck
to
me over.
anybody?
No. That shit, they logged. Look,
Why were they even out there? Why were you?
That's so wild.
Why?
the only way you would have ever had access to that video is if you had logged into that account as me.
I got it.
To find the
We don't need to
picture.
know why you made the video. They
Yeah,
just logged
well-
in and told
No,
you.
it
I
doesn't matter.
whatever. I
You
had a
don't share it
boyfriend
because
in
somebody
Jersey
comes
in
at
and
the
does
time.
it.
Like,
You don't
yeah,
do
no,
that.
completely off the internet. Nothing to do with the fucking internet. It had, like,
Leave it alone. But
You got hacked and it got spread.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Sweet, hope you
Yeah.
learned. There's something on YouTube. Integrity is hard to find.
And
Integrity is hard to
unfortunately,
find.
for the girls that did it, one of them have had a falling out, and she told me everything. And I have that.
But are you saying it as well? Because it's wrong what he did to you. That's complete.
Yeah, like I just wanted you to know
That's
that
so wrong.
I know it was wrong what happened. I was just trying to say that you were like I just didn't want to call him a pedophile.
Hey,
Not your sex
I'm-
offender,
No,
I
he's
think
not.
that.
Nobody calls him a
some reason.
pedophile. Nobody's calling him a rapist.
And maybe that is
But I'm
my
sorry.
issue. I
What
do
he
think
did
that.
was absolutely a sex offense. It's
Okay.
absolutely.
By the courts, right? The courts
It's
thought it was a sex
integrity.
offense.
Yeah.
They called it, labeled it as such.
No, they called it that he was guilty of disseminating an intimate
Okay, so
image.
that's
Hey,
They,
hold on.
they insisted that he be tested on whether or not he had those
Hey,
issues. He was
hey.
banned from watching porn for 18 months. He wasn't even
Hold
allowed
on.
to watch porn.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to offend Steph, by the way, I say, and I apologize, Steph.
He's no fucking victim.
No, I'm not calling him a victim at all.
I never called him a
I
victim.
know you're not calling him a victim, right? But what he gets is what he fucking deserves.
I get that, and he does deserve it. And listen, the only thing I said about sex offense, you said he had to be evaluated by the court to determine whether or not he had those
The courts
tendencies.
demanded that he be evaluated. I don't know
And
the
what was
results
the-
of that, but it's in the paperwork.
Okay, so whenever
You
you
go
get the
wait-
results,
you
you
go wait
call
for
him a
the
sex
evaluation.
offender then, because they haven't determined that.
Yeah, evaluated. But he's
Okay,
Let
not.
the court determine if he's a
What
sex
he
offender.
did was a sexual offense against me.
No.
But I just
No,
asked
What
him
I'm
if the
saying
court
is,
labeled
they
it
made him go
Violation,
through
yeah.
a psychological test
Ah.
to see if he was a pedo or if he was a rapist or if he had serious issues. That's
They
what they made him
always
go
do.
through. I don't know the results
Oh.
of that. But what
I-
he did was an offense and it was sexual in nature.
Amazing.
So if
Let
you
me-
guys want to jump to, as far as I know, you're the only ones claiming that anybody saying that he's a sex offender means he's a
No.
pedo or a rapist.
Stop.
No.
Nobody else is
Hey,
saying
see,
that.
sex offender-
Nobody else is saying that.
A sex
Sex-
offender. People been calling him a sex offender all day since it
Let's see
happened.
who's looking at
Sex-
the photos.
sex-
He is a
Hold
sex
on.
offender.
Sex
I don't
For
offender.
agree
you to
with that.
assume that means rapist or pedo,
I
that's
just
a you
asked you if the
problem.
courts determined that. You said
No.
no.
That's a you problem.
Okay, let's see
Dude,
who's
You
looking
said
at the
the
Hold on.
court's
photos.
problem.
Hold on.
You just
No,
said the courts
Tommy,
didn't
hear the
determine
words
it,
that I'm
Steph.
saying. Tommy, hear the words I'm saying. They required him to be tested regarding whether or not he was a rapist or a pedo or
sure.
if he had some sick fucking issue. That test was required.
Okay.
What he
happened with
did was still a sexual offense. For
How
you to
much
jump
was
to the fact that that means pedo or rapist is a you problem because nobody else is saying that. All
No, a
people
lot
are
of people are
saying
saying
is that what he did was
lot of
sexual
people.
in nature and
Okay.
fucking offensive.
Never
Hold
said
on.
it
What
wasn't.
did he
Hold
test
on.
you on?
I don't
Hold
think
on.
it was sexual
Let me.
though.
I'm gonna say
You don't
something.
think sharing my nude was sexual? Are you
No, I
fucking
don't-
kidding me?
No.
If you were masturbating
He
in the
was
video,
banned
you
from
posted it.
watching
It was
porn
just
for
a picture
18
of your
months,
nude.
Tommy.
Let
They
the courts
literally
do the job.
said that he's not allowed to visualize pornographic material on the internet for 18 fucking months. Are you
That's-
kidding
That's
me?
fine.
fine.
Job.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hey, but just
It
so
wasn't
you know,
sexual. Fuck
just so
off.
I don't think he's a sex
every
offender.
the point I'm trying to make is, and every defendant that gets convicted in the state or federal court, they have to go and get evaluated to see if they need drug treatment or mental health
No,
treatment.
no, no. This was not about drugs or mental.
It's-
This was
but
about whether or
it's
not.
a treatment, whether he needed treatment
yeah,
for
no,
it.
it
Mental
was
health.
very
It's all related
specific.
to mental health.
The paperwork is out there.
Yes,
It was
I know.
very specific.
But
And it
what
had
I'm saying
everything to do with being a fucking creepo that would
get
take
it.
somebody's nude images and blast them on the internet like a creep.
It violated you in a sexual way. I just don't think he was
Absolutely.
a sex offender.
Oh
For-
my God. Okay, again, the fact that you jump to whether or not that means pedophile or rapist is a you
I
problem.
just consider that on a list when I hear
Wait.
sex offender.
Yo,
I
yo,
jump to
hold
the
on.
list.
That's a you problem.
Yo,
That
Steph,
doesn't
It's
mean
a
that's
me
what
problem.
people
Then
are
we can
saying.
talk-
and you call him a sex offender, but what I call him is an intimate image disseminator.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
that's
it's a
fine. I don't have a
defender.
problem with you
Question for
saying that.
Steph,
So don't have a
Steph.
problem with the way I put it.
He's not a sex offender in a traditional sense.
No, listen, I made a
That-
mistake saying that the photos were not sexual. I get they're sexual. Like, all right. I just didn't want to, like, you know, like I said, it's a me problem. I think sex offender, I think on a list, I think Chomo in my head. And a lot of
Yes.
people do in this community. I don't know why they
Yes.
act like they don't think that. They do think that.
And the point we're trying to make is that he's not a sex offender in a traditional sense that people think, like, breaking in, burglarizing a home, raping a woman. You know what I mean? That's the sex offender when someone thinks of a sex offender.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's not like Yota went out there a million times. No, he just did a quick flash, once and done. That's
Yeah, he
it.
fucked it up, man. What Yota did was really fucked up to Steph.
It was, dude.
I
It
mean,
was.
She definitely has every right to feel the way she feels.
Oh my
from
fucking
it.
God.
Not
A
only
quick
Yota,
flash?
so,
Are you kidding me?
you know.
Well,
What?
I mean, I don't know.
You're wrong. Again, you're wrong. Have
Well,
you
what did you
seen
say?
what he did?
No.
Okay. No, it was not a quick flash. And
No, it wasn't a
multiple
quick flash. He
people
did it a bunch of
went into his chat and said, stop doing that.
Mhm.
All right. Rando.
Stop doing that. Don't do it. And he did it again, and he did it again, and he did it again and again. And I
Yeah.
did not let the Google account link get accidentally shown. You would not have been able to view that video. Not only was it set to private, but you had to have an actual code to enter in order to view it. And the only way you could have seen it is if you were logged in as me. Don't go there. This is why I can't talk about that side of it.
No, you don't have to
publicly.
talk about it. I'm
Nah.
just crazy how that can get hacked. Like, it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
that my
Well,
shit can
I
get
mean,
hacked.
it's like I know the two people that were behind doing it. I know when they did it. I know why
Okay.
they did it. I know
Okay.
everything that they fucking did.
Yeah, because that makes me
So-
think, like, it must be people close to you that did that, because, you know,
Well, we were close at one point in time.
like, how
Yeah,
the hell could
extremely
that
close.
happen? You
Yeah.
know? I get it. And look, dude, he did it a shitload of times. It wasn't just once. I never
It
said
was not.
once.
No, well, it
We
was
said
on
a
one
one-time
stream.
live stream. So,
It was on it was on one stream, but he did it
yeah,
a bunch
that's
of
all.
times.
He fucked up. He deserves the heat that's coming his way. But I have to be fair and say he's not a rapist and he's not a chomo.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that's
Yeah.
like, what would I have to do with rape or pedophilia?
When they hear sex offender, that's
Okay,
what
but
they-
again, answer my question. Why would what
Nothing.
happened between Yota and I have to do with rape or pedophilia?
nothing. It does.
Exactly. So this is why I say it's a you problem. It's not a them problem.
Though.
Yeah, no, that's the way
get it,
you
I
see
get
it.
But there's some people that'll try to.
No, I don't think there are. I think you guys are just.
Just hear me out,
Yeah.
please. No, there is people out there. There's idiots like fucking corrosive commentary that they'll try to like say he's.
Corrosive was one of the main people that had my back, and
No,
that
you're
dude hates me.
No, listen, please. Let me just finish my sentence. You'll have fucking idiots like him that they're going to try to put
No, he
him.
won't.
Okay, I can't finish my
sorry.
sentence.
I'm sorry. I'm
Look,
sorry.
look,
Joe.
you-
He will
you-
not try to
you-
paint Yota as a rapist or a pedo. He won't. Sorry, he won't.
You're telling me if you met the mother of a child who was a victim of actual pedophilia, where he was touched and raped by an adult, that you expect this mother to think that what happened to you was on the same level as what happened
No.
to her child? Okay.
Why would it be on
okay.
the same level?
Did you
So
put Amanda's audio out?
Yeah, I did put me in his audio.
Okay, isn't that intimate?
I mean, it's not an image. It's just audio.
Oh.
Okay, so we're talking.
Wait, hold on.
semantics
No,
here.
Whoa.
she
And
now-
shared that.
Okay, so I get to pick
Hold
it
on,
up.
wait.
I just wanted to clear that
She
up.
shared that, and it's audio. Like I don't
Whoa.
like.
It's still. You don't think she was embarrassed?
Oh, I'm sure she was embarrassed. That was the goal. She was going around and threatening everybody.
Oh.
So you want us to? Wow.
Whoa.
It's-
Okay,
Stop.
Steph.
You didn't
Good.
see
Glad to hear it.
her.
You heard her.
You guys, you're gonna compare oohs and ahs.
Yes, because you're comparing what happened to you to a fucking pedophile or a rapist.
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's the exact opposite. You fucking.
Sometimes I think
moron.
that's worse. That was actual sexual in nature, and you could hear
Wow.
sounds, and people really clowned her for
I don't
that.
believe
And
it.
and what Yoda did was show your boob pic, and you want to
He
compare.
showed my. He did way more
Okay,
than that. But,
okay, you don't want to feel bad though. You're just a man, then you fucking hate her. So we get it.
Oh, come on, Steph.
Listen to you.
So what's the difference between what you did and what Yoda did?
Because when you record yourself and send it to somebody, right, and then you get caught being a catfish, and somebody puts it out. I didn't release it, so I wasn't the one that released it.
Well, neither was Yoda.
Yeah, he was. He went live with his face on camera and showed it. That's exactly what he did.
You didn't play the audio live.
No, and
Okay,
again,
hold on.
it's
So, hold on.
audio.
Whoa.
Like, you're really gonna compare? Okay, hold on. Hold on. You're
Okay,
gonna
no, no,
compare?
hold on. You played
Yes.
the audio with Pat, then you held the audio over her head for a specific amount of time.
No, I didn't.
Wow.
No, you
No.
didn't do that.
Uh-uh.
Okay,
I mean, she was aware that I had it.
I guess she sees it differently then.
Of course she does, because she's, playing the Manda
You
role.
didn't, you
But
didn't
again,
hold any
she,
audio over her head
yeah, she
and
played
act
it.
like you had it on a live stream.
She
to
sent
try
it to a
intimidate
guy.
her.
What was it that you guys were saying? Don't send things to people online. Weren't you just saying that? Like,
Yeah,
Well, that-
20 minutes
yeah,
ago? Okay.
and I'm sure she learned
Yep.
from it.
Okay, exactly. That's not
Chloe
what
and the
that
whole
was. That's
Discord have
not
your
the same
pictures,
thing
though?
that happened to me. And I have no problem telling you.
Steph, can I,
Apparently, I'm
my
getting news
role
that
in that?
Chloe and a
Steph,
whole
hold on.
Discord had your news.
Steph,
Is that
hold on.
true?
No,
Can I ask you a tough
absolutely
question?
not.
Steph, can I ask you a couple tough,
Well, I guess you
respectable
forgot that.
questions?
Yes, and I will answer you
Okay.
honestly.
Thank you. Okay. Have you ever profited from any pictures that you took of yourself?
Never.
So you never sold any of your feet pictures?
Nope.
Why are people saying that you made like up to $1,000 for selling your feet pictures?
There was a guy there was a guy, Gregory Jones. He asked me for feet pictures, never sent him one. He also asked me to call him a bitch and a faggot, and I did, and he sent me money just to do that. So, I mean,
Okay, so
if
you-
you want me to call you a bitch and a faggot, I'll do that all day.
And he sent you money for doing that.
Yeah, and then when he bitched and complained about it, I sent it all back. Like all of it.
No, that's fair.
Every penny.
I'm glad you cleared that up because I figured.
Yeah, no,
multiple-
people always try to say that I sold my
Alright.
feet picture. I never sold a foot picture a day. in
I
my life.
believe you. Thank you for clearing that up. But let me ask you: the picture that was released of you, did it show your face?
Yes.
Okay, so it was just a picture, though. It was just a picture.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
There was no audio, correct?
No.
So what's the difference between a picture and
Well,
audio?
actually, okay, wait.
Oh, I got something else to ask
hold
her,
on,
too,
let me
when you're done.
answer.
Go ahead.
Let me
Go ahead,
answer.
Tommy.
Yo, all right. So Steph, weren't you part
Hold
of
on,
the crew?
can I answer or no?
Yeah, like go ahead, finish, and then I'll ask. Go
Can I
ahead, sorry.
answer?
Yeah. I said. Go ahead.
What Yoda did was just a photo, but the entire footage was released. Yeah, all that shit was released.
So,
So were you
But
part
all
of the
Yoda
crew?
did was a photo.
so
I don't-
why can't you be labeled a sex offender for releasing that sexual audio?
Sexual what?
there was audio of this girl in a sexual
I mean,
manner.
what makes you even think she was doing that at the time?
Well, we heard
was
the
it-
voices.
If she wasn't,
What?
then, hold on, Steph. If she wasn't, then what was the purpose of releasing it?
Oh, good question.
Exactly. I mean, what was the purpose of it?
You tell us. You did it.
No, I didn't release it publicly.
No.
You gave it to someone that did.
I didn't. No,
Because you wanted
hold
it
on a
released
second.
publicly.
No.
That's like Michael Corleone saying he didn't have
No, it's not.
Fredo whacked. You know
So
what I
you're-
mean?
Steph,
Like,
I'm
come on.
you're a
I see
sex
what you
offender.
guys are trying to do, but it doesn't
So,
work.
is
No,
it
no,
I
fair-
didn't
you
put that
asked,
up.
you gave it to someone and told them to do something. That's like
I didn't tell
like you trying
anybody
say
to
mob
do
boss is
anything. I'm
responsible
not
for the mob.
responsible for anybody else, dude. Like,
Oh, you knew what was gonna happen.
No.
Ah.
that's like saying the person that sent it to
Can't you
Yota
at
is
least be
just as guilty as
realistic here?
him. Hold
Okay,
on.
never mind.
Okay, so the person that sent it to Yota is just as guilty as him.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Oh, wait.
He knew what was gonna
Make up your
happen.
minds. You have to pick one. Yes or
Well,
no?
all right. So listen, if he wanted Yota to do that, then yeah, he's just as guilty. You wanted that person to release that audio on Amanda. So yeah.
You have no idea what I
You
wanted
just
or what I
admitted you
didn't.
wanted it done.
You
I'm
said
saying, like,
it.
a couple seconds
No,
ago.
other people
Yes,
had
you did. You
issues
said
with that.
Yes,
we
you
wanted to
did.
embarrass her. You
You said you want to embarrass her, and you're laughing
just
right
said
now.
that.
It's not the same. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I have
Steph,
no empathy.
Steph,
for it,
Steph.
sorry.
I know you haven't. Steph, check this out. And I'm just calling it fair. I'm calling it striking the ball a ball. What you did, Amanda, you sexualized her. Therefore, you're a sex offender.
I did not release what Amanda
Nope.
did
It
publicly.
doesn't matter. You were part
Yes,
of the
it
crime.
does.
Listen.
Yes, it does.
Steph, hold on.
Yes, it
Okay,
absolutely does.
Steph, listen. You did exactly what Yota Doug did.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Oh my God. Are
You took a
insane?
female and you sexualized her.
I did not put out her nude images.
You gave
Fuck
it to
off.
somebody. You gave it to somebody.
No, there was no image.
It doesn't matter. It was audio.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
You sexualized her. You embarrassed
Okay,
her.
so you have no
I'm the-
concept of what it's like to have your body exposed versus somebody hearing your
Oh my
voice.
God.
Okay.
What's the difference? You embarrassed her. She's-
Huge.
No.
difference.
How do you know? Let me ask you. How do you know how embarrassed Amanda was? Maybe she was more embarrassed than you were.
Okay, but nobody saw her body. Sorry.
No, but let me ask you.
I don't have the same.
Steph, can you
No.
Can you 100% with 100% certainty say that you were more embarrassed than Amanda was?
Yes. for
How
two
do you know?
reasons. Because for two reasons. One, she sent that to somebody that she was fucking around with on YouTube.
Wow.
And for two, there were no images of her shown. I'm
But that's-
sorry, somebody heard your voice. The only thing that validated it was her.
And Yoda's sorry that somebody saw your image.
Not just somebody, but the whoever just clicked on his live stream at the time.
Well, yeah, and like I said, I like you. I'm
yeah,
just,
like
I'm
a very
keeping-
public.
I'm
And
keeping
the
it
courts
real.
agree. So
Fuck the
Hey,
courts. I don't give a
Amanda's
fuck about a
suing.
court. Listen, you got two courts. You got the fucking courts that nobody gives a fuck because you only see them maybe for half an hour when you walk in to get judged, juried, and
Mhm.
convicted. And then you got the public. Listen. Then you got the court of public opinion that you got to actually deal with for the rest of your life.
yeah, like how long do you think I've
So-
been dealing with this? This is not
Exactly.
new. If you guys think that you're just now
Yeah.
bringing this out,
No,
this is not new.
I'm not bringing shit out. You just brought this out. So look, I'm saying
I
this out
didn't
of
bring
fairness.
this up. You
I'm
guys
saying-
brought up Amanda. If Amanda wants to talk about her embarrassing,
You brought Amanda up. I never even knew about this audio. You brought her up, not us. I never knew about this until you just brought it up.
Did you
So,
put Amanda's audio out?
yeah, I did put Amanda's audio.
Okay, isn't that intimate?
I mean, it's not an image; it's just audio.
Oh.
Okay, so we're talking.
Wait, hold on,
semantics
no.
here.
Whoa.
She
And now-
shared that.
Okay, so I get to pick
Hold
it.
on, wait.
I just wanted to clear that
She
up.
shared that, and it's audio. Like I don't
Whoa.
like.
It's still. You don't think she was embarrassed? The only difference is that somebody embarrassed you more than you embarrassed
Yeah,
somebody
like,
else.
there's other
No,
girls
the
getting
only
embarrassed out
difference
here.
is somebody took an image that was stolen from me, blasted it on the internet. I never shared that with anybody from fucking YouTube or anybody on the goddamn internet.
Did
So-
you steal the audio from Amanda?
No.
Okay,
that
let me
was
ask.
sent to me because
Okay,
when her
one more-
cam slip happened, they were like, "Oh my God, she's been
Exactly.
catfishing me." And
Okay,
she
great.
was.
One more fair question.
Mhm.
Did Yota Doug steal that image from you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're on the same exact level. You did the same exact
Mhm.
thing.
You guys act like
In your
it's
own
the
words,
goddamn
no.
world.
Steph, in your own words, you said it was in sexual nature.
Yes,
Okay, so what you did when you showed
visually,
Okay, visually. Well, guess what? What you did was audioly. What you did was audioly.
That's not a word.
Well,
Try
it is now. Well, however the fuck you want to say it.
that. Audibly.
Audibly. Thank you.
There you go.
Audibly.
got it.
You shared intimate.
I mean, how am I
Audio.
supposed to know? As far as I know, it's
Oh,
just
come
whatever oohs and
on.
ahs. I like.
Come on, how are you?
I mean, how am I supposed to know?
Because you're a woman.
No, I mean, honestly, and that's
Yeah.
exactly why I think it's fake. If I'm being honest. Look, I'm willing to have the conversation.
Yeah, that's what I like about you. You're fucking tough.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'll tell you exactly what happened and how I feel about it. And you can take it or leave it. Like, I mean, yes, did I do that to fucking Amanda? I mean, yeah, I gave that out.
You're
Do
definitely.
I feel bad about it? Fucking no. Do I also see it as the same scale of what happened to me? Absolutely not. Not even close.
I do. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't. I think, like, literally, it's like an ooh ah. Like, I'm sorry, it's a lot different than your body being showed on the internet
I'd have to listen to the audio.
by faggots that fucking never had the rights to look at you anyways. Like, yeah, it's a lot different in my opinion. But whatever. Everybody's welcome to their opinion. And fuck Manda.